Hey guys, it's Imran from Gaming Till Disconnected, and I'm going to be doing the video review today because Carl's away in France. God, I miss him. Anyway, on with the review. The G500s sits between the G400s and the G700s in Logitech's line of gaming mice with a price of $59.99. It's a wired mouse which is unlikely to be an issue for many gamers, with a braided cable to reduce the chance of tangling and breaking. Its design is quite similar in style of the G400s. While not quite as comfy to hold as the G700s, it feels nice in your hand. The hydrophobic coating makes it less likely to become uncomfortable if your hands are sweating, and for people who take pride in the appearance of their mice, you'll be pleased to know that it has a coating to prevent it from collecting fingerprints. There are 10 programmable buttons on the mouse, if you include the main two buttons. They're mostly easy to reach. The only buttons I had an issue with are the two on the left hand side at the top of the mouse. They're relatively flat, making it slightly harder to press than the others. By default, these two serve as a function to increase or decrease the resolution that spans an impressive 200 to 8200 dpi, far higher than many mice in its price band. The only thing that lets the sensor down is the inability to function on anything other than opaque surfaces, so if you have a glass desk, you can forget about it. It does, however, work well on a wide range of surfaces, with incredible precise tracking on even carpets and cloths. When you alter the DPI, 3 lights on the side indicate whether it's at the highest or the lowest resolution. These are helpful in theory, but when holding the mouse, my hand blocked them from view, making them useless in terms of at-a-glance information. In addition to the 10 programmable buttons, there is one with a set feature, located just in front of the scroll wheel. This serves as a method of changing the scroll mode. The scroll wheel can either act as you would expect, with a precise clicky feel, or in a free scrolling mode, allowing you to quickly flick through web pages and documents. The lack of friction in this mode is impressive. I was able to make it spin for well over 20 seconds with just one flick. One of the key features of the G500s is the weights. Up to 6 weights can be inserted into a cartridge at the bottom of the mouse, with the ability to add up to 27 grams of additional weights. While at first I was skeptical in how much difference it could make in practice, I found once I became used to one configuration, even removing 1 or 2 weights made it feel different. In addition to adding or removing them, you can shift the weights to a different side of the mouse, which Logitech say will alter the mouse's center of gravity. More perceptive gamers may perhaps notice a difference, but I didn't notice much of a difference when shifting 2 4.5 weights from one side to the other. Logitech have a standard piece of software for all their mice, and it works really well. Creating macros is quick and easy, with the ability to record time between key presses and then apply them to button is as simple as dragging and dropping. The mouse has the ability to remember one profile, so you get a constant response across multiple systems. More useful, however, is the feature that allows you to create different profiles that are activated by different executable files. This means that when you open a new program, the buttons on the mouse completely change to suit its needs. You can even create multiple profiles for one program, which you can cycle through with a keyboard shortcut or a mouse button. As well as changing macros, different profiles can alter the polling rate and the DPI of the mouse. The polling rate can be set to anything between 125 Hz and 1000 Hz, and the DPI can be configured to work up to 5 different levels. Logitech have also made it possible to change different DPI level for the X and the Y axis, if you have a really specific need. There is very little I can find to dislike about the G500s. It's comfortable to use, it's very responsive, and it has a surprisingly high build quality for a mouse of its price. For those just looking for a decent mouse to start off with, I would probably recommend the G400s, purely for its cheaper price. If however you're a bit more picky on how you'd like your mouse to react, the 2 extra buttons, higher DPI, and the ability to change its weight make the G500s well worth spending that little bit more on. If you like this review and want to see more, be sure to like this video and subscribe to us. We're also giving this G500s away, so if you want more information, be sure to check the description. While you're here, why not check out the review for the G400s and other gaming tech that we've done.